Hello and welcome to a unique episode of Ray J Reviews. Today I'm going to give you a general overview of this little 5K video camcorder I bought recently. This is not going to be in depth. I'm covering a few of the highlights, some of the things I noticed, good and bad, and you'll see some sample footage throughout this, and I'll be covering as best I can. So it's just advertised, and I'll post the advertisement on here. It's just advertised as a 5K video camcorder with 8x optical zoom, and this is what it looks like. Underneath it, you can see the manufacturer is, I'm saying this probably wrong, Songdian Technology, S-O-N like song, D-I-A-N technology, and it's model HDV-284K. Interesting because it says 5K. I didn't try to shoot 5K actually. I just did 1080p and 4K. Almost all the video you see that I shoot in this is going to be in 1080p, full high definition. Anyway, quick overview, and then I'll go into some of the operational aspects of it. So it comes with this lens hood, which comes on and off, and so this is what it looks like size-wise. It comes with a carrying case, but it'll only fit in there. You could squeeze it in with a battery, but you definitely can't have the lens hood attached or anything. But it's a nice little, it's okay. It's nice little camera bag. Throw that over here. Like I said, it comes with this lens hood, and it just goes on and off like you'd expect. In a minute, I'll find the red dot. Anyway, it just locks on. Doesn't snap, but it's okay. It just goes on and off. It has something here I really like. The cover for the card, SD card, it snaps on open and closes. It's a spring-loaded plastic door, not a rubber flappy thing. The camera does come with a 32 gigabyte SD card, which is capable of full 4K video recording. I've tested it, and it does work fine. It comes with two of these batteries. These look a lot like the ones I had in my Canon camcorders, which were Vixias. And this is similar in size to the Vixia. One thing that's nice, you get two batteries. That's helpful. So far, I've recorded probably 45 minutes, and I maybe have used half the charge at the most. The batteries each come with a USB-C connection, allowing you to charge them separate and not be part of the camera. But it also comes with a charger, not just a USB cord, but an actual charger and power supply, so you can open the back up and put the charger, power supply, into the camera and charge the battery while it's installed. On the back there is USB and what they call HD, that's a HDMI connection, and the USB connector. And on the side here is the microphone connection, which is great because a lot of times they're inside the door here and you have to open and close it a lot. It does come with an HDMI cord that will match a full-size HDMI to the back of the camera. I've not done this, but you're supposed to be able to hook this up and play it on the screen and use this as a camcorder. I'm sorry, a webcam. And they've got a USB adapter cable, typical stuff. It has a remote control here, and the remote control allows you to turn the camera off, but not on. It allows you to switch between focus modes, auto, so forth. And it allows you to, has a focus button, which I haven't gotten that to work yet. It has a menu button, and this is probably the most useful. You put it on menu, you scroll through the menu, you've got buttons. It's very easy to navigate, change settings and so forth. You have to do it while it's pointed towards the camera with the lens cap off, because the sensor is just in the lens cover, or in the lens. There's some features here which I didn't quite sort out. But the one thing it does not have is the ability to start and stop recording, which that to me is like the prime feature of a remote control. It comes with a manual for the remote control, the microphone, which I'll show you in just a minute, and then for the camera itself. And it's actually got a few pages. It's not just a leaflet. It comes with this microphone. It appears to be a shotgun mic, but I think really it's just an omnidirectional microphone. It does seem to be that. Audio quality is not good. I've got to say it's not good. Audio quality is acceptable if you use a wireless mic like this DJI I'm using here, or if you use this microphone and you're very close. I've got some audio tests you'll see later and hear later. This microphone is pretty good though, in that it has on, off, and with wind cut. I found it didn't really need the wind cut most of the time. And it has 0 dB, minus 10, and then plus 20 dB. I found you had to put it on plus 20 dB to get much sound quality out of it. It also has a USB port on it, so you can charge it independently, and that's good. So you can charge it. It has a light when you turn it on, so you can tell that it is on, which is a nice feature. Not all cameras have that, or all microphones have that. On the back, where it could be like a viewfinder, it's not. It's like a status indicator. And one of the things it shows, which is important, is it blinks when you're recording. So you can see that you're recording, gives you a positive indication. So that's good. The battery is it's a pretty good sized battery. It releases like a normal thing, a little thing there, normal stuff. This is a lot like a Canon, like a Vixia. Of course, this opens up, and when you open it up, that's what turns it on. You can turn it off and on inside here, but when you open it, it's going to turn on. You can't stop that. That's okay. It has touch screens, and a lot of things are really easy to access with a touch screen. I'm not going to go through all the details. You can adjust you can do exposure compensation, plus or minus 2 stops. That's good. Touch screen works pretty well. The things up at top corner, bottom corner, a little hard to, sometimes you have to touch them a few times to get them to react because they're so close. Things in the middle, no problem at all. But you can switch between auto exposure modes, white balance, quickly adjust the exposure compensation within plus or minus 2 stops. There's a settings button here that lets you go into the menu. And, pretty regular stuff. Oh, yeah, let me close this. So you have your widen telephoto zoom right here. Normal, very typical. It seems to be a single speed. It feels like it should be progressive. Maybe with a really careful touch it is. Mainly it just pretty much assumed at a fixed speed. There's 2 buttons on the top. One is mode, which switches between photo and video mode, and I think night vision mode. And then in front of it, really close, is the photo button. It's a little fiddly. Normally it defaults to the video mode. If you want to go to photo mode, you have to hit the mode button. Then you toggle to select photos. Hit the mode button again to get back into the normal screen. Then it shifts the modes. And then you hold the photo button, which is really close to the mode button. And you hold it down, and it will focus, give you a box, and then take the picture. So you have to be patient. It's a little fiddly, but it actually gets very sharp photos. I'm surprised. I have a couple of those in here. I'll bring them up while I'm talking right now. I took a picture of a water fountain, which is moving, hard to focus on, very sharp. Took a picture of some flowers, also pretty impressive. So, and that was in 4K. So as a still photo camera, it does better than I would expect. A little fiddly though to get there, so you've got to be patient and hopefully the subject doesn't move quickly. You can't just take a picture on the fly while you're recording. Anyhow, the zoom is 8x optical, and it genuinely is optical. It is good, and it's a lot of zoom. The wide angle is not as wide as I would want it, so I did get a wide angle adapter that goes on the front, just for some special cases. But that's not a review of that. But you can. It's got a 55 millimeter lens filter thread, so you can put an adapter on there like a wide angle or telephoto. Shouldn't need telephoto, as you'll see some of the footage I shot. It's small and light. You can take this off and then take this off. And you've got a innocuous, tiny camcorder. You can go in and out of places without being noticed. Put this back on. Put this back on. And then when people see it, it looks pretty legit. You put this on a good tripod and sit it out there, people think you mean business, even though it's just an inexpensive camera. So video quality is pretty good. I did some tests with video stabilization or image stabilization. Surprisingly good. I didn't expect any level of stabilization. It's actually pretty good. I've got a video here showing it on and off. It's obviously working. Not the best in the world, but a whole lot better than handheld anything that doesn't have stabilization. So it's okay. Focus, it always loses focus when you zoom in and zoom out, but then it pretty quickly gets focused again. It has a shallow depth of field when it's zoomed in, even at like 6x, but definitely at 8x, which this has to have a tiny sensor. So that's unusual, but that's good. It's like I can actually get a blurry background with a subject that's only 8 feet away, something like that, which is really good. Would you be able to vlog with this camera without a wide angle adapter? I don't think so. You'd probably just, your whole head would be in the scene. It's not really wide for that. So anyhow, and it has a good weight. It could just be a steel block stuck in there, but it actually kind of feels like it has electronics in it. And based on the image quality, I'd say it's okay. So I've got a few things I'll show you that are unscripted, bad audio, everything, and you can see those now. I'm about 8 feet away. It's zoomed in just a little bit, and I'm using the external microphone that came with the camera, and I put it on the plus 20 dB setting. And in the studio here, I did adjust. You can adjust the exposure setting, although this is in automatic. You can adjust it plus or minus up to 2 EV. Okay, now I've put a wireless microphone on, and I just put it on plus 6 dB on the wireless unit. I don't know what level it should be at, but anyway, I'm doing that to just do a comparison, and then I'm going to switch to a mirrorless camera with a pretty decent lens and give you an idea of the video quality. Compare it, see how they compare. This is a Canon EOS R10 with the 17mm. Good grief. This is a Canon EOS R10 with a Sigma 17-50 f2.8 lens. So that gives you an idea. The lens on this camera costs more than the whole camcorder. All right, I'm doing a little test with the focus thing. So I put it on manual focus. Doesn't seem to change anything. I'm going to walk up here towards the horse and see what happens. Well, maybe. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm going to walk outside. It doesn't seem to hunt. It seems to be holding just whatever the focus was. Maybe it does work. This is probably better. It's kind of like a fixed focus. I like the stabilization. It's good. Let's go outside. I'm shooting 1080 and 60 frames, not 30. I think that seems to look a little better. Come out here. Screen went black. Hi, yeah, I don't like the screen going black. I thought I gave it more time, yeah. Well, okay, well that about wraps it up. Gives you an idea of the camera, what it can do, and yeah, I think it's worth the money. Is it as good as a $900,000 camera? Probably no. It's good though, and for what it is and the price. And you can get these. I'm sure you can find them many places. I got this one off of Amazon, and anyhow, it's pretty decent, worth trying out if you're on a budget and want something to play around with, or a backup camera. I use this as a backup camera myself with my pro stuff safely in my control, and this is sitting out on a tripod by itself. I don't like doing that with an expensive camera, so I use this one. And I'll be trying it out soon at a festival. Anyhow, hope this helped you, and get yourself one of these and play around with it if you like, and get out and enjoy life and enjoy videography.